Hey guys, so we're going to do a reading. So yesterday was an eventful day. We had the situation where there was a shooting with Trump, and I know we are all gobsmacked it happened, but then there are some of us who are not surprised because our country is so crazy right now. But one of the things about it, there's a lot of people, like I was like scrolling through Facebook on some of the pages and stuff, and a lot of people are quoting Revelation 13:3, and of course it is the first thing I thought about. Now that is the scripture you guys probably know. Now let's read it exact. Hold on, let me pop it up here because I do have it. So like Revelation 13:3, and I saw one of his heads, that would be one of the heads of the beast, and I saw one of his heads as if it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Now, there's different interpretations, but you got to remember he's having a vision, seemed a mortal wound. There was a lot of people probably at that moment, especially at the rally, when he went like this, okay, yeah, that could seem uh-oh and everything. But also, what is this wonder? It barely grazed him. It's up. He really lucked out. Now, of course, we are a civilized country. Hopefully nobody would ever condone. This is not the way to be Trump, okay? This is not the way to be Trump. We want fair and square in a free and fair election. That's the way it should go. But, and this person, if you guys have checked, they did identify the shooter, and he's a 20-year-old Republican, and he's very much all about the guns and stuff like that. And so for people trying to say, oh, this was Biden and this, he was a Republican, okay? At least the way he was registered. And so anyway, but yes, basically, that shooter did not do anyone any favors. Sadly killed an innocent person at the rally. A couple people were injured and fulfilled a biblical prophecy, is what it looks like. Okay. But one of the things, I want you guys, no matter what you're seeing, especially those who are kind of like, oh my God, we're really in the times, we're watching this before our eyes, and, you could feel helpless and stuff. This is a time to definitely go to spirit, to get us through this time. Remember, no matter what, okay, say, oh, these are all checking the boxes of certain things that we've been warned about for 2,000 years, okay? But the light wins in the end. As if everything is really happening this way, the light wins in the end, right? That's the good news and stuff. Now, also a lot of the light workers, there's a lot of them, and I'm one of them, who's kind of like this 3D 5D split that has been talked about for some time. There's an energy there. It's like consciousness between people is becoming so divided that there is diverging timelines. There are those of us that accept that. So we're just going to try to roll with it, see what happens. But I will tell you, anybody who claims to know, like, if people are like, if you're watching things and you're watching readers, trying to predict the election and things like that, um, be very careful with that. This is one of the times that, we really should, at least the channelings that I've been getting, we shouldn't be reading the outcome because we do have this weird diverging timelines thing. And so we want to focus on the outcome we desire. And that's something I've been telling you guys. We want to focus on that 5D consciousness, the outcome we desire. Now, if for whatever reason, we wake up and, yep, we're in a reality, he won, then we're just going to have to roll with the punches and go through the motions here and stick with spirit. We know there are other things in the book, oh, the mark of the beast and all that, and we want to stick with spirit. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So we got to be warriors to make it through this, no matter what. But of course, we're gonna, just like even Jesus said, all these things happen, but pray that you escape. There is scriptures in there. Oh, you mean there might be a way out? Yeah, two in the field, one taken, one left. There might be a way out. But we're all just kind of feeling this out because still, even if we are high conscious beings in various ways, we're still human beings. Okay, we still have to resort to that. I'm still a human being, even though I might be a conscious human being and everything. So the reading that we're going to do today, well, like I said, I'm not predicting the outcome of the election, but is this going to strengthen this incident, going to strengthen Trump and stuff? And also, what does Spirit have to say to help us get through this time? That's the other thing I want to look at. How we can kind of get through this time period, which I know is challenging. Everything. So, got the High Priestess shirt on today, so I'm going to do my best to give you guys some guidance, because I know for those who don't want him to win, you're looking, please show me some light here. I know I can deliver that, but like I said, we're not predicted, but can it strengthen him? Now, this is one of those deals. I know Biden didn't have a good debate. I'm going to talk about that in a minute and stuff. I really would like Marianne Williamson, but if it comes down to Biden and Trump, I mean, if that's what it comes down to, I'm voting for Biden, of course. But we need to be stronger, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm gonna rant on that in a minute. How I feel about the debate and the backlash Biden is getting. Okay. Yeah, but Trump really lucked out, right? Oh yeah, and the supporters are going, God protected him. Are you kidding me? Could it be Satan? How about Satan protected him? Okay, because there's a dark mission that one's on. Okay, as if Satan couldn't protect him. Come on. Okay, who else is running the show here with this one? Okay. All right. So let's go and see what the first card is. So we got the Hermit. So the Hermit is kind of coming up in there, and so that's pointing me to around the Virgo energy that is right around the corner as well. And also one of the things, which can be sometimes that secretive type of energy. Now, one of the big things we have noticed with Trump, that Project 2025 has come in forcibly, and the leader was talking about it'll be bloodless for liberals. It basically, they conform, right? Okay, so he's trying to distance himself from Project 2025. That was hurting him, okay, quite a bit, and still is. But now we have this event happen. Okay, so where it was hurting him, all this Project 2025 talk, now we have this attempt on him, and that, we're going to see if that's going to help him. But yes, in secret, you could say hermit mode. Is he plotting and planning that Project 2025? Oh, of course he is. His name is written in it over 300 times. It's designed for him. Now, we did have, the shooter person. I've got the Knight of Wands, angry about some things here. Maybe, with it, even though Republican, he's crazy. We know he's crazy. Okay, you can be crazy to do this, but angry about some things. I have a feeling we'll probably see some writings, and they're going to uncover why he was crazy. Okay, so down here, what we've got. Queen of Pentacles for me normally is Melania. She is supposed to speak at the Republican convention. She has been very incognito for a long time. And then we've got the Prince of Swords energy that is popping up next to it. Notice they're facing away from each other. This one's looking that way. This one's looking that way. There is definitely a divide here. So one of the things is trying to get her to speak, talk, be out and about on the campaign trail. He's having difficulty and stuff. And I kind of feel this Prince of Swords is also to represent him, though he's normally the Knight for me. But I feel that, when it comes to communicating with each other, it's very divided between him and Melania is what is going on. And stuff. She's definitely, I feel one of the main reasons she's still in this is Baron. Okay? That I feel is, I feel the love for her son is genuine. But, it's transactional, of course. But notice they're facing away from each other and stuff and everything. And also, the Prince of Swords energy can be very negative in the thought and stuff, especially the brutality with the sword, communication, and things like that. But these two are very divided. So some of this energy is coming. She's supposed to speak at this thing unless something changes and stuff. But this is something he's trying to get there. But yes, in the hidden area, Chariot. Okay, So, like I said, we were examining if the anger or the wrath of this person who tried to hurt him, is it going to help him? Chariot can say yes. It can be up. He's just going to go forward. He's going to have more success. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, though, guys. So remember, we've got a 3D, 5D energy going on. Let's look at the next few months. Like I said, I'm not predicting the election. I'm not asking that question. But what are some things here? So we've got the Fool energy popping up in there. So really, I feel that represents humanity. Okay, we're all facing the unknown deep down. That's why I want you guys to be careful. Any readers who say this person wins, that person wins, be very discerning. Okay, be very discerning. Though that, what is it, Alan Rickman, that guy who predicts with the presidential keys, he's onto some stuff. But this is an unusual election this time. Even he probably can't predict it and stuff. Yes, certain change, a lot more changes are on the way. No surprise there and stuff. And then we've also got the Queen of Swords energy that is popping up. For me, it can represent America sometimes, Lady Liberty, you know, freedom. You know, that's the way I normally see that. A lot of people, you know, I feel we're going to have more people, you know, speaking out. But another thing too is the women are going to be very powerful in this election. With everything taken down with Roe versus Wade, this is one area that Trump is not winning, is the women. A MAGA women he does, but the majority of women are not on his side, and especially with the Project 2025 rhetoric that is coming out, very anti-women and stuff, and even, you know, hints that they might even want to try to take away voting rights of women. A lot of women are seen as Handmaid's Tale, and they're coming out Queen of Swords energy. Let's kind of go ahead and see. Now, the Two of Swords is popping up in there. It is called peace. Okay, in this deck, it is peace. Now, to me, also, this is the fence sitters. The ones that are really going to determine the election, women are going to be a big factor. Okay, everybody's going to be a big factor, but one of them is the independents. The reason why I say that, it's at the crown in a very prominent position, the fence sitters. The Two of Swords can be the fence sitters, and they're kind of sitting there. They don't like Biden. They don't like Trump. They don't like either choice. This is what can happen in a Two of Swords dilemma. If I go this way, if I go that way, but the fence sitters is really a big part, an integral part of what's going to sway this election. And there's still so many things playing out right now, you know, with everything. You know, I feel there's more shock value that's going to be coming in there. I mean, basically, you've got a candidate that's a reality TV clown. Expect reality TV garbage with this election. Now, certain things could shift. We've also got the Leo here, Prince of Wands. Lionsgate portal is going to be a big one. Now, this one I've talked to you guys, 8/8/2024. 2024 adds up to 8. 888. Lionsgate portal is a perfect infinity portal this year. Work on your manifestation. In Trump's position, the Magician. Oh, yeah, it's tricky. Now, I know some people are saying they feel he faked it. I don't think he faked it because people being, you know, obviously taken out in the audience. No, we've got evidence of that. But the fact, you know, that this happened, he's utilizing this for his own personal power. He's going to manipulate the situation. Absolutely. It's going to feed into the martyrdom and everything like that. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Just expect lots of campaign donations. Now that this has happened, if anybody wasn't donating before, now they will. He's going to raise a lot of money. And that's what he's all about, the grift. So expect him to raise a lot of money and stuff. But yes, in the environment, suffering. Yes, he's going, I'm suffering for the cause, sorrow, I was wounded, etc. Here it comes. And he's going to get more love. Ace of Cups. Yes, his supporters see him suffering, taking the slings and arrows of the deep state in their interpretation. Stuff. Yes, there's going to be conflict with the Strife card. And, of course, so expect more of it. The outcome is judgment, though. Okay? Is judgment. We're in the times, guys. There you go. You got the judgment card. The Eon is the same as the judgment card. Stuff. Now, so, you know, one of the things about that, what is the other thing about the judgment card that you guys know? If you're a tarot reader or if you're familiar with it. That is also the rising of Christ consciousness. Okay? That's what you're ultimately in this, with all this going on. So, Spirit, remember one of the things I asked before I did the reading? What can I give the people to give them some kind of ray of hope? Okay, yes, we are in the times judgment. Okay, yes, these things are really playing out before your eyes, and it's getting biblical. Okay, it really is getting biblical, right? But one of the things, the judgment card is honor the call. This is about Christ consciousness. So the light workers rising up, certain people will begin to awaken. It's going to happen. But then you have another segment of people who want to believe the lie. If they're going to follow the wrong guy, it's, the road to perdition. It's going to be bad. But yes, this says it all in the outcome. Okay? The upside, Christ consciousness. That's what we're aiming for. So we want to really cleave to that and understand that. Not in this fundamentalist way that's been being taught by these preachers for years, that mixed political in with it and tarnished it because they only care about their own power and they're making cha-ching money, okay, at doing what they're doing. But the true teachings, the golden rule, love your enemy as yourself, love your neighbor, love your neighbor as yourself, love your enemy, bless those that curse you, okay, all those things. The basic, they don't talk about those in church anymore, guys. They're talking about all kinds of other stuff, okay. But yes, Spirit is reminding us. So focusing on Christ consciousness, trying to be a good person and getting through the times and stuff. And yeah, just like Jesus says in the scripture, pray that you escape all these things and stuff like that. And I know there's a lot of people, when they talk about rapture and all that stuff, there's also a lot of scriptures, that we got to go through some of this stuff. And one of the things I've told you guys for a while now, this is about souls. Okay, you can lose anything, but you can't lose your soul. You can lose, your house, your car, your 401k. Okay, you could be struggling. You could be in a cardboard box on the street. But if you've got your soul, you are richer than rich. Because there's a lot of people walking around all over the world who lost their soul. Okay, this is about souls. And then we've got weird stuff with AI and talking about uploading consciousness to the cloud. People have been warning about the mark of the beast for years. Could it be a chip? Could it be this, that? Okay. We got warnings on that and stuff. So we just got to see how it plays out. But I want you guys to remember, no matter what, I know, judgment, we're in the time. Spirit's coming in loud and clear. Remember, the light wins in the end. No matter what, even when it seems like darkness is winning and stuff. The one thing, if all this is biblical, and all these little things are getting fulfilled, and it's just one thing on top of another, because Jesus warned us to be watchful. He says, you don't know the day or the hour, this, that, but be watchful. Okay? If all these things are going clickety-click-click like this, because, and see, this is, let me break it down. This is the thing. The collective is what's making it be fulfilled. If everybody stopped following him, all bets are off. It's done. But because they're fueling him, they're the ones giving him power. See, that's the thing. It's not that, yeah, there's some dark power, except, but ultimately, really, I mean, you can blame a devil all you want, but ultimately they are the ones giving him power. Ultimately, spirits, it's your fault. Okay, that's the thing. Trump has been very good at bringing out the collective shadow. He brings the darkness out of people, even people who don't like him. And even that's why I have to be careful sometimes. Be careful. Don't even go at him too hard, because, even that can bring out your own darkness. Love or hate, you don't want to be captured. But you also, see, that's why I always tell you guys, be careful listening to him, because it's so toxic, it can pollute your insides. So you got to be very careful. You got to break away and listen to some nice, clean stuff, because it's so toxic. Oh, and this is what I wanted to say about Biden. This is my opinion. Now, I would love Marianne Williamson. You guys saw me talk about her. I know she's a long shot. I don't know if she'll ever make it to a debate state. But if it comes down to Trump and Biden, obviously I'm going to vote Biden. But just correct me if I'm wrong. hear me out on this one. The supporters of Trump are fiercely loyal, no matter what he does, no matter what he's done wrong. Okay, he's been convicted of sexual assault. He's been convicted of fraud in New York. He's been convicted of election interference, paying off a porn star. He's still got a case with a bathroom full of documents to sell out America. Okay, even that should be the red flag for anybody. Oh, look at that. What do you hoard them for? Obviously to sell out America. It's got to be the only thing. You know what? Do you think he really reads? Okay, he didn't even read those briefings. When you see him in meetings, everybody's got a briefing at the table. He has none. So it's not like he wanted this for nighttime reading. He's going to sell them to the highest bidder. Everything is about money for him. Everything. Even selling out America. Even selling our secrets. He doesn't read. He doesn't read shit. And he definitely doesn't read the Bible, guys. Okay. You know, though I think he probably gets some kind of idea about it. You know, he's not a total dumbass. Let's not underestimate, you know, he's got something. If he's made it this far, he's got some smarts. He knows how to fool people. That is the one thing Trump knows how to do, is fool a lot of people. Okay, he's good at that. Let's give him credit where credit's due. He knows how to manipulate and fool people. Okay, so anyway, the loyalty though. I mean, even the Epstein thing was, you know, open because I think Ron the Con wanted to stick it to him. Okay, even that was open, and his name is all over the Epstein documents from the grand jury, and they still stick with it. Okay, no matter what he does, it doesn't matter. Biden, okay, now let's go over here. He didn't have a good debate. He didn't do his best. What happens? What do the Democrats do? All of them, step down, Biden, step down, step down, step down. Okay. You know, and personally, would we like another candidate? Sure. Okay. But, you know, and then he's done some gaffes and things like that. One bad debate, he didn't do his best. And everybody wants to throw the old man under the bus. Everybody wants to get rid of him. Get someone else. Democrats have no loyalty. They have no loyalty. They are not supportive. And this is going to be the downfall and why Biden loses. It's going to be nobody's fault but that. And we need to remember something very vital here. This is when it comes down to brass tacks. Biden is the only thing standing in the way of Trump getting power. He's it. He's all we've got. He might not be much. You know, he's old and stuff, but he's it. So why would Democrats take the one thing that is standing in the way of that happening and say bad shit, get on the media, say all kinds of bad shit about Biden, and throw him under the bus? That's why we're going to lose. That we're going to lose because of all the poison of supposedly Democrats, CNN, even MSNBC, and all these that have said negative things about Biden, that are not being loyal and supportive, and that are interviewing people that are saying he needs to step down. Even George Clooney. Now this irritated me to no end. George Clooney, who the fuck is he? He ain't somebody anymore. He did movies 15 fucking years ago, Ocean 11. Does anybody even remember the movie? Okay, he's done a few things. And he's up there as if he's somebody. Biden stepped down. Fuck off, George. You ain't helping. Okay, so we need to be supportive. If this is all we've got, you know, it's not super strong because he's getting up there in age. But if this is all we've got that's standing in the way, instead of trying to say, okay, throw you under the bus, we need to support that. We need to strengthen that. We need to support that man. Because he's it. He's all we've got. This is how fragile freedom is. This is how fragile democracy is. A lot of people walked around through life, and so did I, with blinders on, thinking freedom is secure because we got the Constitution. Never totally thinking that it could be taken down. Yeah, we've had a couple hundred years of this. Here it comes. But systematically, there have been people, mainly conservative Christians, it appears, that have been systematically wanting to take that down for a long time. And that, man, is all we've got standing in the way of losing everything. So you can, if you get up there and you're talking shit about him, you are only feeding the other side. You're only feeding it and strengthening. You're not helping this. You are feeding the other side. So if anything, what you need to do is be supportive. They'd be like, you know what? He's the best we've got. Support him. Because the more people strengthen that support, get stronger and stronger and stronger, then we can wake up in a reality where we still have a democracy and some freedom. Okay, and once that 4 years is done, shit stain will probably be in jail, and we can move on, and the next whatever candidate can be someone else, and we'll just figure it out. So that's the deal. He's it. He may not be super strong. He's not coming up there like Arnold Schwarzenegger with muscles like this, going, he's it. So instead of throwing him under the bus, instead of taking him down on the regular, and that goes for CNN and MSNBC and all of them, we need to strengthen that. We need to support that. We need to fuel that, because Trump is fueled by his supporters. That's why he's got this power when he gets up there at the rally. So we need to be fueling Biden even stronger than how they fuel him. All right. That's my 2 cents.